All right, let's get brutally honest for a moment. You work hard, you earn a decent living, maybe even a great one. You pay your bills, you save a little here and there. So, with all that effort, all that discipline, why aren't you rich yet? Why does true financial freedom still feel like a distant dream, an exclusive club you haven't been invited to? It's a question that gnaws at so many, leaving them frustrated and often feeling defeated. This isn't just your struggle. It's the silent, frustrating reality for the vast majority of people around the globe. They're stuck on a financial treadmill, earning more but never truly building significant wealth. It's an insidious cycle where your money seems to evaporate, always just enough to get by, but never quite enough to get ahead. You feel like you're doing everything right, but the needle of true prosperity barely moves. And here's the shocking truth. Your money isn't just stagnant, it's actively sabotaging you without your knowledge. Not because you're inherently bad with finances, but because you're missing one fundamental, mind-blowing principle. A secret so powerful, so consistently wealth-generating, that it's been famously dubbed the eighth wonder of the world by none other than Albert Einstein. It's the single biggest differentiator between those who stay financially stagnant and those who build generational wealth, securing their future. This principle isn't complicated math, nor is it some risky, obscure investment scheme. It's a natural law of money, as consistent and powerful as gravity itself. It's what allows a small seed to grow into a mighty oak, and a tiny spark to ignite a roaring, uncontrollable fire. I'm talking, of course, about compound interest. And if you're not intentionally harnessing its incredible power, your money is undeniably working against you, not for you. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Compound interest? Yeah, I've heard of it. It's just interest on interest. But have you truly understood its brutal, unforgiving, exponential impact on your financial future? Because if you truly grasped its profound implications, you would not wait another single day to start. Let me paint a dramatic picture for you, a stark, uncomfortable truth that will highlight the terrifying hidden cost of procrastination. Imagine two individuals, Alex and Ben. Both are 25 years old. Alex decides to invest just $500 a month into a diversified portfolio, earning a modest 8% annual return. Ben, on the other hand, thinks he's got plenty of time. He waits just 5 years, starting his identical $500 monthly investment at age 30, also aiming for that consistent 8%. They both stop contributing at age 65. By age 65, Alex, who started at 25, would have contributed $240,000 over 40 years. His total portfolio value? A staggering $1.76 million. Now, Ben, who started just 5 years later at 30, also contributed $210,000 over 35 years, a smaller total contribution as expected. But his final wealth? A heartbreaking $1.15 million. That's an astonishing difference of over $600,000, all because of a mere 5-year delay. $600,000 literally evaporated from his potential, purely due to procrastination. This isn't a small mistake, it's a monumental financial blunder. And if you bump that monthly contribution to just $1,000, that same 5-year delay can easily cost you well over $1 million in future wealth. It's not about how much you contribute in total, it's overwhelmingly about how long your money has to work for you. Time, not market timing, is your most valuable asset when it comes to truly building wealth. The longer you wait, the more astronomical and irreversible the cost. This uncomfortable reality isn't meant to scare you into inaction, but to awaken you to a profound truth. Your current financial habits, your spending patterns, your often unconscious procrastination, they are directly working against you. They are preventing your money from multiplying exponentially, from generating passive wealth while you sleep every single night. They are subtly stealing your financial freedom, one delayed decision at a time. This isn't about being financially irresponsible. It's about being completely unaware of the true power you're missing out on.
But here's the incredible good news. Once you understand and intentionally implement the principles we're about to dive into, you can completely reverse this trend. You can transform your money from a silent saboteur into your most loyal, hardworking, and tireless employee. We're going to break down exactly how compound interest works, how to harness it effectively, and how to stop sabotaging your own financial future, starting right now, today. So, you want to put your money to work for you, like a loyal, tireless employee. Let's dive into the fascinating world of compound interest. Understanding it is key to financial freedom. At its core, compound interest is earning interest on your initial investment and on prior accumulated interest. It's interest earning interest. This small detail makes all the difference. Imagine investing $100 at 10% annual interest. After 1 year, you have $110. The magic is, next year you earn 10% on that new total of $110. So in year 2, you earn $11, making your total $121. In year 3, you earn 10% on $121, getting $12.10, totaling $133.10. See acceleration? This phenomenon is often called the snowball effect. Picture a small snowball rolling down a hill. It picks up more snow, growing larger, faster, becoming an unstoppable force. Your initial investments are those small snowballs. Each interest payment added is like another layer of snow. The longer it rolls, the more momentum it gains, rapidly compounding wealth. Consistent contributions, even small ones, significantly amplify this effect. Regular additions fuel the snowball, making it grow exponentially faster than just letting your initial sum sit. Now, how do we make this snowball as powerful as possible? 3 critical levers exist: time, interest rate, and principal. Optimizing these accelerates your wealth journey. First, time. This is arguably the most powerful factor. The longer your money has to compound, the more dramatic results. Starting early, even small amounts, often beats starting late. Second, interest rate. Naturally, a higher interest rate means your money grows faster. A 10% return compounds significantly quicker than a 5% return. Seek competitive vehicles. Third, principal. This is the amount you initially invest and consistently add. The more you put in, the larger the base for compounding. Higher principal means bigger returns. To truly grasp the power, let's contrast compound interest with its less glamorous cousin, simple interest. Here, you only earn interest on your original principal. Invest $10,000 at 7% for 30 years. With simple interest, you'd earn $700 annually. Over 30 years, that's $21,000 interest. Total, $31,000. It's steady, but slow. Now, apply compound interest to that same $10,000 at 7% over 30 years. Your money would grow not to $31,000, but to an astonishing $76,122. The difference is staggering, isn't it? This isn't theoretical. This is how wealth is built.
Compounding accelerates exponentially as time progresses, your greatest financial ally. But here's the dark side. Just as compound interest builds wealth, negative compounding destroys it. This happens with debt, especially high-interest consumer debt like credit cards. When you carry a balance on a credit card, interest accrues not just on your initial purchase, but also on interest you didn't pay last month. It's compounding against you. That small credit card balance quickly spirals into larger, overwhelming debt. Minimum payments often barely cover interest, trapping you in a never-ending cycle, eating away earnings. While positive compounding makes your money work for you, negative compounding forces you to work harder just to pay debt. It's the ultimate anti-wealth builder, sabotaging progress. Understanding this inverse mechanism is crucial. Eliminating high-interest debt is often the most impactful investment, freeing resources to then harness positive compounding for wealth. We've uncovered compound interest's incredible power, but why aren't more people getting rich?
Several silent killers actively sabotage your financial progress. Let's expose them and learn how to fight back. The first, devastating one is the cost of delay. Procrastination, even by a few years, fundamentally robs you of compounding's immense power. Consider Sarah investing $200 monthly at 25 versus John starting at 35. Both invest 30 years with a common 7% annual return. Sarah's extra 10 years mean hundreds of thousands more at retirement. That delay is financially catastrophic, illustrating time's irreplaceable value. Time, not capital, is compound interest's most crucial ingredient. Waiting for the perfect moment is often the most expensive financial decision. Next, let's confront inflation, the insidious silent wealth killer eroding your money's purchasing power every single day, year after year. If your money isn't growing above inflation, you're getting poorer. Your dollar buys less tomorrow despite its unchanged face value. Leaving cash in low-interest accounts guarantees a loss. Investing strategically is vital for preserving wealth against this constant invisible threat of devaluation. Then there's the immediate gratification trap. Our brains are hardwired for instant rewards, making long-term wealth building feel unappealing. Spending gives a quick dopamine hit. Future investment gains offer no immediate pleasure. This psychological battle explains why many struggle. To overcome this, automate savings and investments the moment your paycheck arrives. Make it a non-negotiable expense. Now, let's dismantle two pervasive myths. Myth 1, you need a lot of money to begin investing. This is simply outdated. Many platforms allow you to begin with incredibly small amounts, sometimes just $5, or by rounding up spare change. Micro-investing is accessible. Myth 2, investing is too risky. While all investments carry risk, doing nothing guarantees inflation erodes your purchasing power. Key isn't avoiding risk, but managing it through diversification, spreading investments, and understanding what you're buying. Accessible options like low-cost index funds, ETFs, or robo-advisors provide straightforward starting points. No more excuses for inaction. Finally, critically important, negative compounding through high-interest debt. This isn't just a killer, it's a financial black hole. Credit card balances, payday loans, or high-interest personal loans work against you with the same compounding power. Paying 20 or 25% annual interest means a significant portion of income is siphoned away month after month, year after year. Every dollar spent on interest cannot be invested or compound positively. This prevents you from building lasting wealth. Before serious investing, prioritizing aggressive elimination of high-interest debt is not just wise, it's a mathematical imperative. These silent wealth killers are formidable, but recognizing and actively fighting them reclaims financial control. Defeat them and clear the path for true financial freedom. And with that clear path laid before you, the question isn't if you should start building wealth, but when. The answer, unequivocally, is now. This isn't just motivational fluff, it's the single most crucial, mathematically driven principle of compound interest. Every day you delay means you're missing out on the accelerating power of compounding. Imagine a snowball rolling down a mountain. It starts small but gathers mass exponentially. If you wait, you're not just starting later, you're starting lower, sacrificing the very force that makes it colossal. The greatest wealth builders understand that time is their most valuable asset. The difference between starting at 25 versus 35 can be millions of dollars by retirement, even with identical contributions. The cost of delay isn't theoretical, it's calculable, tangible, and devastating to your financial future. This isn't a race you can afford to start late. Your future self will either thank you profusely or wonder why you squandered your most precious resource, time. So how do you harness this incredible force? Your very first practical step is simple yet revolutionary. Automate your savings and investments. This is the bedrock principle of paying yourself first. Before paying rent or buying groceries, a portion of your income should automatically move into a dedicated investment account. This strategy removes the temptation to spend money you should be investing. It eliminates decision fatigue and ensures consistency, regardless of your willpower. Set up a direct deposit from your paycheck so a percentage goes straight to your investment vehicle. Or schedule an automatic transfer immediately after your salary hits your main account. Make it non-negotiable. Treat this transfer like an essential bill, a bill to your future self, an investment in your financial sovereignty. By automating, you're not just saving, you're building a system that prioritizes your wealth, turning an abstract goal into concrete, consistent action. Now, let's demystify where to put this automated money. You don't need to be a Wall Street wizard or pick individual stocks to leverage compounding. The most effective, low-cost options for beginners and experienced investors alike are index funds and exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. Think of an index fund as a basket holding tiny pieces of hundreds or thousands of different companies. Instead of guessing which single company will succeed, an index fund allows you to own a small slice of the entire market or a specific sector. For example, an S&P 500 index fund holds shares in the 500 largest U.S. companies. ETFs are similar, often tracking an index, but they trade like stocks throughout the day. Both offer incredible diversification, spreading your risk across many companies, and typically come with very low fees. This diversification means you're investing in the overall growth of the economy, a proven path to long-term wealth, rather than betting on individual winners. They're perfect vehicles for compounding because your consistent investments buy you a piece of the market's long-term growth, which then generates its own returns, compounding further. Your critical next move, armed with this knowledge, is to actually set up your first investment account. Don't let the options paralyze you. For retirement savings, explore tax-advantaged accounts like a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA, which offer different tax benefits. If your employer offers a 401k or 403b, especially with a company match, contributing at least enough to get that match is like getting free money, an instant guaranteed return. For general investing, a standard brokerage account is a great option. Many reputable online brokers offer user-friendly platforms and commission-free trading for ETFs. The process involves a few simple steps. Choose a reputable broker, complete an online application, link your bank account, and then set up your recurring investments into an index fund or ETF. Don't overthink the initial choice. The most important thing is to simply start. You can always adjust your strategy and account types later. The biggest hurdle is usually taking that very first step. Finally, understand that true wealth building through compound interest isn't a sprint, it's a marathon of consistent effort. The power of regular contributions, even small ones, cannot be overstated. Imagine contributing just $100 a month. Over decades, with consistent market returns, that seemingly modest amount can blossom into hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. It's the relentless incremental addition, combined with the exponential growth of compounding, that transforms ordinary contributions into extraordinary wealth. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns time from an abstract concept into your most powerful financial ally. This isn't just about saving money, it's about building a financial empire, brick by consistent brick, leveraging the most powerful financial force in the universe. Your financial awakening starts now, not tomorrow, not next year, but today. Take out your phone, open your web browser, and commit to yourself. Research one reputable online broker, just one. Then explore their account types. Make it your mission to set up that first automated transfer this week. Do not let another day pass without putting the force of compound interest to work for you. The future you deserve is waiting for you to simply begin.